Wow. Normally I'd do that bit, but because I'm not washing my hair, in case my fringe fell down, even though I'd twist it like that and tie it back, sometimes it does fall down, so that's why I didn't go right across. But sometimes I don't even do my forehead, but the reason I did my forehead is because I keep getting spots on my forehead, which I don't normally get. I don't normally have my hair that tightly away from my face either. It's Monday morning. I didn't really film much last week, but I'm planning on filming a clip at some point today. I don't have time now. And I would think I had all the time in the world the way I'm just faffing around. I've been awake for over 2 hours and I've had less than 3 hours sleep. And I could have been sleeping those 2 hours, but oh no. But I can't go back to bed now because I'm going out in less than an hour and I've not had a shower. All I've done is wash my face and put a face mask on because I knew I needed to do a face mask. My hair got washed Saturday and I was going to wash it today and I was like, oh, it doesn't feel too greasy, but now it feels bloody greasy. Well, not greasy, probably, I don't know. I don't think it feels greasy, but I wish I'd washed it because now I'm going to feel like it's going to not look good. In fact, the fringe probably won't do what I want it to do, and then I'll hate that I didn't wash it, because if I washed it, then there's more chance of my fringe basically doing what I want it to do. Anyway, I've just boiled the kettle. I need to make a cup of tea. I want some Diet Coke. I want something to eat, even though I had the last of my fake Weetabix as my second meal last night. Well, if you call 4 in the morning as last night. But hopefully I've done a clip. Oh God, there's no food. I'm going to have to slice a toast. Hopefully I've done a clip and done a vlog last week, because there is a clip that's about 20 minutes long before I got really, really ill again. I think I'm only half human because I was on antibiotics at weekend that I had from when I was sick last time. So I'm not going to film anymore until I've got ready, gone to where I'm going, and then gone to somewhere else where I'll have to, hopefully have time to chat. Hopefully I'll be awake all day. That'd be nice. Hi everyone. I don't know if this is going to go in this week's, because I've got to film a clip for last week because I've filmed next to nothing and I wanted to film explaining where I've been and why I didn't film. I'm in my car. Can't stay much longer. I want to put my lip gloss on. I hope it's in my pocket. Because I got this in my last not latest in beauty, my last ASOS box. And for some reason I put it in my makeup bag in my bedroom. Oh, my lips are super dry, so you can see it doesn't look great. And I spotted it either last night or earlier on, and I was like, I want to take that out with me because I want to use it. But then again, when I get out of the car, the wind's going to blow and my hair's going to stick to my lip gloss. The lighting's either going to be good or bad. I can't really tell because it's shining too much, so I don't know if I look good or bad. I know my fringe is going to do my head in, so I'm just going to go to another car park. It's probably going to take me about 10-15 minutes, maybe 20 max to get there, because it's on the other side of this town. Guess where I am? Not going to tell you. Yeah, and my ticket on this car park runs out literally now. I put in, it's $1.40 for an hour or $2.60 for 2, and it doesn't do any change, and I didn't have any change. Oh God, do I? Oh no, I've got 30p, so no, I didn't have 1.40, but now I know for next time, because I literally I'll know it's that much. And I've never had this before. You have to put your reg in, so that basically means you can't give your ticket to someone else when you're leaving. But it's expensive for an hour. Well, I don't know. I don't really normally park. Don't normally really park anywhere. Normally where I park is free. Anyway, I'm steering my window up. I was just writing an angry email. We were angry. I'm not in a good mood because I've just been told something. I had a conversation with someone and they needed to speak to someone about what I'd said and a decision that they basically couldn't make and this other person had to make. And I was like, gave them all the information. I'm like, please tell them to speak to these other two people because they'll be able to make a more informed decision. They went, yeah, we'll do, get it sorted. Within 15-20 minutes of me finishing that conversation, they'd spoken to this person had contacted me and basically hadn't done any kind of research into what I told them and made a decision, which I'm very unhappy about. So I was just writing an email to someone. I'm upset and I'm angry at the same time. I don't know if angry is the word, but I'm really very unhappy about the decision that's been made. Because it doesn't help me at all. Whereas the other one would help me, this doesn't really help me, what they've decided. I just don't know what to do. And the decision is not just going to impact me, it's going to impact other people as well. There's going to be people that are not happy with this decision because it's the wrong one, obviously. So I've not sent the email. I might just delete it and make a phone call instead. And if you've watched me for long enough, you'll know I hate making phone calls. 100% hate making them. My face looks shiny. Have I got a brush in my car? Yeah, I'm losing brushes everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but I can never find any in my house. I'm just really unhappy, to be honest. Super, super unhappy. There's some people, I actually put this in the email. I went, I don't think this person lives in the real world. I don't. There's some people that don't live in the real world. I tell you, don't live in the real world. Social workers, they live on another planet to the rest of us. It weren't a social worker. Their old jobs were, so you don't have a clue about real life. Sorry if you're a social worker, well, I'm not sorry. I'm just speaking the truth. I normally don't take carrier bags in this shop. I normally get them for me because I like having carrier bags with this shop's logo on. Oh, that's a small one. The bags that I'm putting in my pocket are actually from this shop. But just in case they don't have any out, I'm putting some in my pocket. But if they have some out, I'm going to get some because the ones that I've just put in my pocket are a little bit tatty. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go to the toilet or not. I know that's not like the most interesting content on the planet. I feel like I need to go, but I can't be bothered. But where's the thing that you push the seat back with? Oh my god, where is it? Is it this side or the other side? God, I don't know. That's not it. Where is it? Have I totally lost my mind? Where the hell? I thought it was... was this. But it's not working. Oh. Don't say it's... Why won't my seat go back? My seat won't go back. Oh, you can... Oh, that's not the going back one, that's the lowering yourself. God, I want that as high as possible. Oh, God. Didn't know it went this high. Oh, yeah, I did. I probably had it this high. Where's the thing? Do you know what? I'm going to find it when I get out. I better say it straight away. I was trying to move it back because the car's right next to mine. Where the hell? I don't even know how to use my own car here. I thought it was under the seat. Do you know what? I give up. I'm tired. I'm sick of people with no clue about the real world and how it actually really works, making stupid decisions. If I was a drinker, I'd go and get drunk. I'm dying for a drink. I've got this to finish off, but I've also got... I'm being watched. Digestive apple, no, that's not, does not say apple. Pineapple, mango, coconut milk and turmeric. A blend of pineapple and turmeric juices with apple, mango puree and coconut milk with added chicory fibre and cultures. Serve chilled, this product will not separate. This product will naturally separate, shake well before opening. Even though it doesn't say vegan on it, it is vegan. By the fact that all it's got is fruit, chicory fibres and cultures. Let's try this one. They're different ones. My feet are like ice cubes. My car's steamed up. I'm gonna go... Oh, I'm not home, but... I'll go somewhere. God, it looks like... Do you remember that turmeric tea that I had? I've still got some. That's the colour of it. Looks like bloody English mustard. Wow. Ooh. So straight away I can taste the mango with a bit of pineapple underneath. And then all of a sudden you can taste the coconut milk. Oh God, I could drink this up down. Oh wow. I don't know how many calories are in it because it doesn't say. Oh, 78. Ooh, it's really nice. I don't think you can see it because of the sun. I would recommend this one. I was going to get, you know, the one with the ginger in, because I definitely need something like that, but my tummy's a bit dodgy. Oh, I have to tell you about that. Technically it happened yesterday, which was Sunday, so yeah. I thought I was going to throw up everywhere last night, basically. Wasn't fun. Now this drink is good. Can't even taste the turmeric. It's probably got a small amount in. Well, it does say turmeric juice. Never heard of turmeric juice. It's gorgeous. This is a nice drink, but it's not a drink, it's meant to be a shot. It is really thick. This guy sat in the van just staring at them. I got some crisps. Because there was like salads that I could have, but I picked up a salad in the salad section. It was reduced, it was a super green salad. And there was no like sandwiches or wraps or anything that were plant-based. There was salads, but I didn't really want that. I do have a lot of stuff to do. Including last week's food haul. And I know you can't really see there. I've got a small can of Coke as well, Diet Coke. That's gonna wait. Do you know when you really want a sandwich? I really want a nice plant-based sandwich. And I've had plant-based sandwiches here before. And they're not bad, but most of the shelf was empty. Oh god, there's a lot of traffic. Bloody school holidays. £4:15 and all I've had today is nearly a full slice of peanut butter toast. But I've got a dog who likes peanut butter toast. It's obviously egg to share. Because she was giving me these really sad eyes. And she fluffed herself up. Do you know when they fluff the face up and they look super cute? She did that to me. Can't resist that. She's a bloody pain in the bum. I just swallowed a very sharp crisp that I didn't fully chew, and it's scraping the back of my throat. I can feel it. I've had a bit of fuel, still in a bad mood. Is that a spot or just makeup? I keep not blending my makeup in properly, by the way. It's not a good look. My eyebrows look great today. Not that I want them on the show, but my fringe is just like showing everything. Bye. It's hideously bad in here. My hair looks greasy. I did wash it Saturday night and I was contemplating for ages what I was going to do. If I was going to wash it or not. Good job I decided not to because I faffed around so much. I left my house half an hour after planned and 15 minutes after the latest I should have left. It feels super greasy. I'm eating Chris and I got this. Oh, I've opened. It is, I'm reading this upside down as well. Super green salad, cucumber, edamame, soybean, apple, sugar snap pea and coriander salad with an apple and ginger dressing, apple, soy and ginger dressing. 118 instead of 225. still eating my crisps. I've left my drink in my car. And I forgot to get a fork. So, because they have wooden ones on the way out of the food hall. And I looked at them and thought, oh, I don't need a fork. Yeah, I do. Oh, I'm going to time lapse this. So it's 9 o'clock at night. I've just got in like 5 minutes ago. I'm going to show you what I've got. So what is not here is a small thin can of Diet Coke, that drink, that gorgeous drink that I drank in the car, that super green salad. Don't know if I showed it you, but I had a super green salad. I had a packet of crisps. There was a haddock chowder, which is a soup. It was reduced to 89 or 85p, down from 250, so I got that for my dad. And I also got him some garlic prawns, which were about 130, reduced from 385, I think. I mean, I would normally have them, but I'm not eating that kind of thing at the moment. I got my favourite baked beans, so like 38p a can. They have a super 5 or something in there, like vegetables and fruits and stuff. And this is the only thing that I wanted because I'm heavily into avocados at the moment. This definitely needs quite a few days in the fridge, so I'll probably be able to have it by the end of the week. I got these Plant Kitchen burgers. So there isn't much range in the M&S that I go in, but they did have a fake fish and chips, and I was really tempted by it till I saw it was just under 800 calories, and I was tempted, but I thought I'll get that next time because I'm intrigued to see what fake fish and chips taste like. Obviously the chips won't be fake, but the fish will be. I think it's made with tofu. I think it's tofu and chips, or something like that. It's got tofu in the main word. But I like the sound of these. I love sweet corn, I like chickpea, and I love that it's got garlic on, so I'm happy. So I'll probably have one at a time with something. I'm dying to open these. It's because I'm hungry, because I've had next to nothing to eat all day. These look absolutely gorgeous. It's not 96 calories for the whole bag. There's 3 servings, so there's nearly 300 calories in there. I love barbecue tasted things. I'm dying to open them. Literally, I'm salivating. 2 chicken breasts for my dad. Kippers, he didn't ask for them because I can never get hold of them. He said they're better like if I'm a fishmonger or whatever, but I'm not going to a fishmonger. If he wants fish from the fishmonger, he can go himself. But I spotted them. See, I think of people when I see things, whereas if he was in the shop and say you saw them, say that was my favourite snack ever and he spotted them, he won't think, oh, Melanie would like them, I'll get him them. Whereas if I spot it, I'll be like, oh, he likes kippers, I'll get him kippers. Favourite cabbage? My mayo's about to run out, so I've got this. This was actually cheaper. I got my Hellmann's one from Aldi for £2.50 and this was £1.50. I thought it was £2.50 because it said £2.50 on the shelf, but I just looked at my receipt and it was £1.50. One of my favourite washing up liquids, it's like 60p. All-time favourite tomato ketchup, and that is 60p or 50p. I'm going to open them. Do you want to hear my reaction? I'm not going to be on camera because I feel like crap. I need to take some painkillers. Oh my god. These are gorgeous. Very crunchy, which I like. Oh my god. I need a bag of these every week. Not every day, that's really bad for me. I literally need to go to M&S once a week. Just for those. I used to go weekly, but my anxiety is stopping me. I'll see if my doggy likes it. You want one? No. Don't want it? You just said no to that. I'm gonna never go with it, didn't I? You didn't. These crisps are dangerous. Not crisps. As soon as I finish filming this, I'm going to put something in the oven whilst I put this away. So I'm annoyed at myself for buying this. A, because it was $1.89 and I'm not going to eat it tonight. It's got tomorrow's date on, so hopefully it'll be fine tomorrow. B, because for £3 I could have got a pack of wraps. I could have got some of my nice falafels by, is it Cauldron? Is that how you pronounce the brand? I could have got some hummus. I could have got everything that was in this for less than £3 and had enough to make 5 or more, depending on what size pack of the wraps that I got. So I'm annoyed that I did that because I'm trying to cut down on money because I've been spending too much money because I'm feeling down. I spend a lot of money and I have been buying myself stuff that I can't really afford to buy because of how I'm feeling, because my anxiety is bad and my mood's super low, and I hate that I feel this way. So I'm meant to be cutting down on the shopping bill, and then I spent, I don't know, how much did I spend in M&S? $21.50. This was about $22.50 and a fiver in B&M, and I've still not got drinks. Well, I got drinks for my dad but not for me, so I just need to cut it out. I need to do some like shoot myself in the head. 2 cans of Diet Coke. I always get these. They're handy to, say I was going to my doctor's tomorrow and I'd not had a drink and I was like needed a drink, I'd grab one of these. That is literally what I would do. These are my favourite things that I've discovered. They are slightly better heated up, I'll be honest. They're gorgeous. I sometimes have one for lunch with some rice, but you can have it with whatever you want. You can have it on its own. I would eat it unwarmed up. I like them either way, but slightly leaning towards the warmed up. Pick this up for my dad. He keeps moaning that he's eating the same thing, but he keeps asking me for the same stuff. He keeps having chicken and vegetable every night and then wondering why he's not losing weight, but then he'll eat a block of cheese and drink lots of beer. So there's your answer. This was less than £1. I thought he might like it. Even he could do this without being a bit of moan about it. It takes less than 10 minutes. So I picked him that up. I got him some Puglian extra virgin olive oil. It's the most expensive one, Aldi do. I think we've had it before. God, I'm so hungry, my stomach's rumbling. I got the chili non-carne. I'll be having that later in the week. There's enough for 2 meals there. There's 55 calories per serving, which I think. So my dad's home. So I've heard that mushrooms are used in place of mince. Don't know how that works. Don't know how I feel about it. I do like mushrooms. I've got some in the fridge. I've had them in the fridge like over a week. I need to try and eat them tomorrow because if I don't eat them, they're just gonna not get used. I could fry them in some oil. Oh my god. Mushrooms on toast. Oh my god. Oh, I was just gonna say avocado, but my avocado's not ripe. Anyway, right. Oh god. 55 calories. I don't know if you're meant to put anything with it. I feel like I want to put some tomato with it. Do you know, like tin tomato, but I'll read the back. The first thing I actually picked up was these two. Mushroom bolognese, which is similar. These were in the ready meal section. Oh, I love tagliatelle. I just saw that I had tagliatelle. Oh, God, I love tagliatelle. I'm so easily pleased, aren't I? The calories are amazing. So you could either have this for your lunch or an evening meal. God, I'm so hungry. And the first thing I picked up was the 3-bean chili with white and wild rice. I love rice. So basically I've got 2 lots of chili because that's going to do 2 meals. So that's 3 meals of chili. I have got a 4th chili. The jackfruit chilli. This is jackfruit. That's out the freezer section. That was the last one. It was completely empty. They had a Thai green curry. There was about 5 of them left, and all that shelf was empty. So they must be popular, which means they must be good. And I think it was around £2, the same as them. Do you know, I was eating those big bag of crisps. That's the take on of those crisps. Those crisps are like by Unwell or whatever they're called. And the tomato and basil were my favourite, which they do have, because I started off with them, and then I discovered that Unwell were on offer for a couple of weeks, so I had them, but I was having to get the big bags. Oh god, but they are good. Oh, I'm so hungry. This is torture to me because I am so hungry right now. Mini jammy torches, not for me. I got a mini coconut wuss because I think I've got enough frozen fruit left to make a smoothie, and I didn't want to buy a big one of these because calories are like 45 calories per carton, which isn't too bad. Oh, I could have got the big one. Anyway, but now I've got that, and I'm gonna have it tomorrow for my breakfast because I haven't got any cereal, and I don't have any cereal milk. Well, I think I've got a little bit. Well, I do have cereal. I've got bloody tons of porridge, but I don't want porridge, basically. I picked this up. I've never had a super cheap one, because I know Asda do super cheap ones as well, and Tesco do. I thought if I like it, I could have it with my chilies and my spaghetti bolognese, because there's 4 servings, so I could take off a 1/4 of the baguette and cook that. I don't know if it'll work like that. I don't know if you have to cook it as soon as you open it. Probably just to annoy me. Once open, keep refrigerated, consume within 24 hours. So I could cook it over 2 days, so I can have it with 2 meals, and I give my dad the rest. I don't know if he'll eat it. I don't always like garlic bread, especially cheaper ones, because sometimes they're too salty. So this could be hit or miss with me. I'm meant to be cutting out bread as well. Yep. I got these because I was hungry, basically. Hardly eating all day. Rushing. I've been all over the place, and I've been ill, and I've barely done anything for weeks, and today I've just been everywhere. But I'm going to give 2 to my dad, because I got him a soup, and he can take a bread roll with his soup and dip the bread roll in, if he so wishes. I don't know. So I've got 2 rices. I only have half a pack of time, and I'd happily eat white rice all day. I ate nearly a full tub of it last night. I think I ate just over 2/3 of it. But I do like whole grain rice. It's slightly better for you, so I thought I'd mix it up, half a pack a day. They're for my dad. They don't do cheese ones there. I don't know why. They do these ones, they do the rough original ones, and they do the poppy seed ones. That is my shopping. Oh god, I need a crisp. That's about 4 days out of date. But I'm going to put it in the oven. Because it's Moroccan spice, it's got spices in, that's helped preserves it. And last time I had it, it was about 3 or 4 days out of date. And I don't want to waste it. I'm trying to waste less stuff. I'm trying to make myself eat everything, even if I don't love it. As you can see, I do like mushrooms, but they're literally right at the end. And I was going to make some kind of tomatoey sauce with these in and have pasta with it, because now I've got the sandwich, I'm going to have the sandwich tomorrow. Unless I make a pasta sauce and refrigerate it and have it the day after for my lunch with some pasta, maybe. Who knows? I've still got these. And they're a couple of days out of date, but they'll be fine, hopefully. Oh god, I don't think about these things. Anyway, that's going to go in the oven. So I went to B&M. Love these. Got these. I've had one today. I've had the bigger ones. I've been drinking the bigger ones. I feel like I'm a lot better than what I was, but I'm gonna have one a day for tomorrow and the day after. Because they do help, believe it or not. I got the water, it's only a litre, it was like 45p or something. think it's like 65 in the supermarket because I'm really low on water. I'll show you in a sec. And I got this. It was on right on top of the shelf because I was telling the guy on the checkout, I was like, oh my god, like I had to tip it over and pull it towards me at the same time whilst on my tiptoes, and it nearly landed on my head. He thought it was hilarious. He was like, what did you put it up there? I was like, I don't know. Water what? Water what? Water wise? Water right? Oh, wise. I've got that. And I think, oh, I don't know how long that's been open. They do go off, believe it or not. My dad doesn't believe me, but if you open it and it smells strange, don't drink it. So I've potentially got that, and I've got that. And I took, I think, one of them upstairs last night with about that much in, and it's still there. So I think I've got enough to last me till I go Wednesday. Then I need to try and get a 6-pack. I don't know if I've got time. Look, I can talk. I cannot talk. I don't know if I've got time to change before my pasty's done. I'm not going to have anything with it. I'm just going to have some vegan mayo. Vegan mayo. Because I think I'm just going to snack on a few things. I don't know what. I haven't got anything sweet, you know, and I want something super sweet. But it's probably because I'm hungry. So that's the one I've been having. As you can see, it's actually slightly lower than that. And that's the one I've got. So that was $1.50 for this one, 250 grams, 270. So it's not a massive difference. Don't know if the taste is going to be the same. So rapeseed oil is 72%. Rapeseed oil. The next one is water. Same again. Vinegar, yeah, same again. Sugar, same again. Salt, the same again. So it's basically the same. So we'll see. I was waiting for you. Beautiful. Oh, mothers. Babies. Hey, she was waiting for me, looking up the stairs, weren't you? Hey, trouble looks. Yes, I was, because I want something that begins with T and ends with T. Cuties. You're gorgeous, aren't you? Hey, you're gorgeous. Oh yeah, a breath, you've done nothing. Puffy wuffy. Cute. You can have a little face. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah. Obvious. Love you. Love. Get a little belly. Kiki's. She needs a BATH and she's been avoiding one forever, haven't you? 1:10. It's 1:10. I've not had breakfast. Actually, it's 1:10 and I'm up. I've had about 3.5 to 4 hours sleep. In a space of around 12 hours. I was up a lot of the night because I had nightmares and I wouldn't let myself go back to sleep, and then when I was about to go back to sleep, my dad got up and started making loads of noise, so then I couldn't get back to sleep, and then when I fell back to sleep I started having nightmares again. So yeah, now I've made it, I feel sick at the smell of cooked food and I've not eaten, so I'm going to try and force these down. These are about 5 days past the use by date, but they weren't open, so I've just opened them, so I'm going to have to try and eat them the next couple of lunches. I think there's 8 or 10 in the pack, so that they are the chicken-free, like chickenless chicken nuggets. They're my Marks and Spencer's beans, and these are the remaining mushrooms that were left. The pack of mushrooms were only like 58p, and they were 6 days past the use by date. I used these last night and they were super tasty. I've used sunflower fry light, about 8 sprays, and some sea salt, Cornish sea salt. So I'm going to try and eat it. With some painkillers, I've got a pig tea, licorice and peppermint tea, and some Diet Coke and medication. So I need to get this back in the freezer. I brought it home, had some, put it in the freezer, got it back out just to film this. It's not amazing. I had a choice between peanut butter and cookies or brownie, and I love brownies, but vegan brownies are going to be too bitter because it's dark chocolate and the ice cream was dark chocolate, and I was like, no, I'm not going to like it. It's a pity it's not peanut butter cookies and, or peanut butter cookies and brownie, or peanut butter brownies. Oh my god, that would be delicious. But it's on offer for £3 and it's okay. I mean, I'm not going to sit and demolish that in one go because I don't love it. So, oh god, I need to like get changed. These are absolutely gorgeous. I've had one because I was hungry. Do you know what? I had about 4 spoons of ice cream, one of these, and a packet of crisps, and I feel like I've eaten a 3-course meal. I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment, but these are super yummy. 89 calories. The fat is quite high, but I'm going to have 1-2 maximum a day because I want it to last me a week. It's not something I'm going to get every week. It's just, I went to the shop when I was upset. I was sat in my car today just before. I'm really down at the moment. I'm struggling with life. So I'm going to make smoothies. I didn't get a frozen mix the other day. I thought I'll get fresh stuff. Forgot to get fresh stuff, and I came home. I was like, oh, I didn't get a frozen thing, and I forgot I weren't getting frozen. So it's a good job I didn't spot it and pick it up, because obviously when these get towards, if like any of these get like, oh, they're not going to last much longer, I can shove them in the freezer and I can blend from frozen. That's all they do with theirs. So blueberries, I do prefer the expensive ones if I'm eating them, but if I'm blending them, I don't mind them like this, and this was the only option anyway. Tesco do a really nice one. I think they're called Super Sweet Blueberries, and they're twice the price, but oh my god. Oh, they're twice the size as well, so it's probably worth it. I've been having the Flora one. I can't remember which one it is, so I'm going to take this, which is actually 3 times the size. I've not had Vitalite. It used to be called Vitalife, didn't it? Do you remember that advert, Vitalife, where there's those, was it those blackbirds? Or was that another one? Was that Kiora? Oh, that was Kiora. But there was a Vitalife, or whatever it was called, advert. There's the Flora Light. That was like 60p, and this was like 120. And this is, I mean, I don't know why I'm telling you this. 500 grams in the I can smell garlic. Something smells really gorgeous in this. Might be my... Oh, it is that. Oh, God. I had that last night. And because I'm really down, I thought, oh, I'm not going to have the other one tonight. I want something stodgy. And I was going to do the chilli, half of the chilli with some chopped tomatoes in, with some rice. Oh, look, it's blowing up. Not actually meant to do that. It normally does that when it's like going off. So I might actually have half of that tonight, and then that tomorrow, because even though it's got today's date on, it'll be fine because it's got preservatives in it and it smells absolutely gorgeous. That does mean if I have that, I can have some garlic bread. Oh my god, yes. For lunch today, I had some chicken nuggets. Oh, you would have seen I shown it, yeah. Of course I showed it. So yeah, oh, the Flora one is $2.50, so it's twice the size. It's going to last me forever because this has lasted me nearly 6 weeks and there's still some in it, so it's probably going to last me the full 6 weeks, basically. So my dad has bitoli, so I've got a bitoli, I got a big chunk of garlic. Last night I did little potatoes in the pan and then I put them in the oven, and I was meant to put garlic and fresh rosemary in because I got fresh rosemary and I forgot. So now I've bought another garlic. Everyone says they like how I say garlic. It's just my accent. Anyway, so that's why I basically got it to put it into flavour things. I love garlic. I need a garlic press, but every time I go in a shop, like I was in Marks and Spencer's, it was £7, but it was nice. I should have just got it because I need one. Broccoli, pak choy. I've wanted pak choy for a few weeks, and it's in like, they've got this really nice section that it's got fresh ginger, lemongrass. It had fresh turmeric, which I've never seen before. It had pak choy, it had loads of different chilies, loads of different garlics, loads of fresh herbs. They had like bunches of coriander, bunches of fresh mint, which is gorgeous. I might get some and put it in my drinks. So like pak choy. So what I'm planning on doing, I might have it as part of a lunch, is have some, do it in a wok with some garlic. I was going to say chilli, but I don't have any. With some garlic and soy sauce. Oh my god, that's really gorgeous. I'm making myself hungry even though I feel quite full. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh god, that's one of the dogs. So as I'm going to make my own smoothies, they had the Asda price one for £1, which was half the size but didn't have half the weight. It was less than half the weight. Then they had half the size of the Growers Selection for £1.20. Then they had this one. So I've got quite a lot of smoothies here. I don't like using a full banana each time, and that's why I'm probably going to freeze at least one of them, and then I'm actually going to freeze 2 of them. Actually, I'm going to freeze them all because I can chop them up and then I don't need to put a full one in, whereas if I was doing a smoothie and chopped it up, I couldn't leave the rest of the banana till tomorrow. So I think that's what I'm going to do with the bananas. So yeah, I'm going to have smoothies. I love that and that. I'm going to try it with soy milk as well, and I've got my coconut water. They're the mushrooms that I finished off today. They had like last week's date on, and they were just about at the end of life. Like, might have got tomorrow if I was lucky. So they don't look amazing, but they're 54p. The next one's up at 79, and then £1 something. It doesn't really matter. They're probably all from the same place. So I've been watching someone on YouTube called Madeline Olivia. She does she's vegan. She does a lot of these vegan recipes. I've got inspiration from. I've not really copied anything because I don't really have the mental energy to sit or stand and make proper meals, but I've got inspiration on what I can and can't have. And she was saying that No one ever gets the single bananas in the shop, and they end up getting thrown away because I don't think they do at Tesco. I think Tesco give up theirs to the homeless or the food bank, but they get wasted. So I was like, oh, I need bananas, I'll get 3 loose ones. But as always, in Asda, they're piled high and you can't really get to the bottom, so I ended up with a 2 and a 1. It doesn't really matter, I don't need a bunch. I just wanted 2 or 3 bananas, but because of the size of them, I am going to chop them up and get them in the freezer, so then I don't have to have a full banana every time because it can be too much. I got the bread that we always have. My dad got the last one over a week ago. It worked last weekend, I think it was the weekend before, and there's like 2 slices left. This lasts a long time. It's probably something that's in it that makes it last. It's super tasty. It makes the most crunchy toast I've ever had in my entire life. I try not to eat bread too much. I do have some bread rolls at the moment. I'm going to send my dad to work with one of them tomorrow. I'm going to have one with my burger tonight or tomorrow now, and then it'll leave one left. Either my dad's going to have it or I'm going to have it. But yeah, basically the bread lasts forever. If I lived by myself, I wouldn't get a full loaf. I'd buy a full loaf and go and give the rest to my dad because I just wouldn't eat it. So this is my favourite yoghurt at the moment. I got 4 over a week ago and I only finished the last one last night. I go through phases of wanting one a day and then not having any for days. Then I got these. They are heck, but I think they've been named, hold on, just so I don't find in it, differently for Valentine's Day. So this is the Veg for the Edge Ultimate Vegan Burgers. I have seen these, but I've never bought them because do you know what? My nail polish came off in the shop. Because they're always £3, but these were on offer for £2. So these are, burgers made from beetroot, mushrooms, sunflower seeds and carrot, packed full of plant-based goodness. And the heart-shaped. So I got the longest day. I had to go right to the back. There was like 3 packs, one after another, and I grabbed one out the back. So these will be for next week because I have got a lot of food to get through. But I wanted them because they were £2. She's already had one of these. She did her I've not eaten for 12 years act on me. Painkillers. The ones dental sticks are not on offer and I refuse to pay full price. So I'm going to go to Tesco in a couple of days because I'm not going out now for a couple of days, and I'm going to try and, oh, by the way, before anyone says anything, that is actually a burn. As you can see, I burnt myself on the oven when I was trying to, I might have even done it on the bake. It's either I've done it on the baking tray or on the oven shelf. I think it was the baking tray when it was on here. Oh, I might have actually, I think I actually went on that because that would be the shape. I know I've burnt, I know I've put it, I'm so stressed out at the moment. I've seen these a few times and I've not had an espresso in 6, 7, 8 weeks. I just went off it. I don't know why. In the 18, 19, 20 months that I've had that Nespresso machine, I've only ever gone about a week without it, and that's when I've been really unwell and I've not wanted a coffee. But at the moment I just don't want coffee. I like the chilled ones still, but for some reason I just cannot stomach a hot one. So I've seen these a few times, and I think yesterday I was like, oh, I'll get some of these, and then I forgot about them. I was walking past the aisle and I saw them. I thought, are they plant-based? I was like, yes, and they do oat ones as well, and I thought I'll just give them a try. But I don't like instant coffee, so there's a good chance, because I've had powdered ones like these before and I've never liked them. I've got some Nespresso Gold Salted Caramel mochas in front of me that I've had about one and I didn't like. Got them for my dad. They're my faves, I don't have any left. I've had a packet of these since I've got home. Oh god, I don't think they're going to fit in the drawer. I've got, oh, I forgot I've got those, Chris. What an idiot. That's because I went to the shop when I was hungry and upset. Blueberry Wheaties, I've not had these in ages, and I wanted a couple of cereals. I've got tons of porridge, but I never eat it. Not had these in ages. These were the last ones on the shelf right at the back, and I had to climb up. And I thought, I hope I can have them, and I could. This is a massive box. I normally get shreddies. Are they called shreddies? Yeah. They were full price. These were like £1.12. I had the Asda version of Weetabix for the last couple of weeks, and they're not bad. They get soggy really quickly, and I don't like them when they're super soggy. See, if you don't eat them fast, I don't mind them, but I don't like them that soggy, and they're not as flavoursome as nice as Weetabix. But if Weetabix were a 10, I'd give them an 8, which is good. And because it saves me £1 or £1.50 per box, that's what I'm going to continue to do, unless one day Weetabix are on offer, which have not been for ages, because ever since the summer and Brexit and all that rubbish, they've just been too expensive. And I've been getting the 12 pack because you don't save much getting the 24 pack, and it's a lot of money. So I thought I'd give these a try, but I mean, if I don't like them, there's a bloody lot here. 4-pack of toilet roll. I need to get to Tesco to get my favourite Tesco quilted ones. I got two 2-litre bottles of Pepsi Max for my dad. I got him a 3-litre bottle a couple of days ago. I got 5 of these for me. I got 2 of these for me. I was meant to get Soya Light as well, so I can drink tea and coffee. And I probably would have the Soya Light on my cereal. I'd never had it until a couple of weeks ago, so I didn't know if I'd like it on cereal, and I got it for my tea basically, because when I had this it was too creamy. In fact, the light one's quite creamy. So I picked one of these up. Oh, I'm knocking the drinks over. Picked one of these up for my dad, and then I was like, oh, I might like it. I've not had minestrone in years. I'm really fussy with soups. This is like, I wish I liked soups, but 8 out of 10 soups I don't like. I'll get them, I'll be like, oh god, and I literally can't eat it. And it's always blended up food, but for some reason, I like anything tomato. So if it's tomato soup on a menu anywhere, I can eat it. I like the roast chicken one, the classic chicken one from Covent Garden. And there's another chicken one they do that I like. Other than that, yeah, not much that I like. So I picked one up for my dad. I was like, oh, I think I like this. So there's 2 meals here. I'll have it with bread roll. And originally I did pick this up for me because it's 2 meals again. And then there's a couple of things I don't like. I don't like leek, and I don't like parsnips. I can live with the leek, but with the parsnips, but the taste of leek I hate. And that's for my dad. And this lot actually surprised me, because I had do you know those mini shopping trolleys, and it came to something like it was £50.89, but I thought I'd spent about 80 quid, and I went in for 7 things. But because I'm down at the moment, oh god, I'll talk to you face to face in a little bit. I need to put this away. I want to get changed. I need to get a drink, as you can tell with my sexy Frank Butcher voice. Don't know what that was. Is EastEnders on tonight? Oh, you won't know, because you know you can't answer in the future. So it's 9:30 at night. I think this has just took me an hour, but I liked it so much 2 days ago, so I got my mushrooms. This time I did them how I planned to do them originally, with rosemary and garlic. My second plant-based burger from M&S with mayo, red onion, and there's tomato ketchup underneath. And that's to dip them in. The end. Seeing as I don't really think I filmed much this week, I know I didn't film much last week, I've not even done that vlog. It was due up yesterday, but I know for a fact I've not filmed much, and I can't even be bothered. So I'm going to show you what I got. This was a freebie. So if you spent £15 on NYX, you got one of these for free. These are like $3.49 each. I've had this exact one a couple of times, but not for a long time. And sheet masks are good. They make your skin super soft and hydrated. I've got a lot of these. But they don't really do anything like in the long term to help your skincare, to help your skin. But they're nice, because obviously you're going to relax with one on for at least 15 minutes. I tend to go up to an hour if I can face being still with one on for that long. But ultimately I don't think they're amazing. I feel like the ones that you actually put onto your skin, like the liquid, well not liquid ones, but the, I don't know what to call it, the paste type ones, they're the better ones because they're going on your skin, and some of the ones with like grains and stuff in actually moisturise your skin as you're taking them off, because you're working it off with like water in circular movements, not moments, and that helps. So I don't rate these massively. I just think they help with dehydrated skin and they make it look a bit perkier and plumper. But other than that, if it was me, if I had the money, I would probably buy my favourite Body Shop one, but I don't have £18 because I keep spending money that I don't have. Hence this haul, I don't really have money for it. So I need a new foundation. All my foundations are super low. I don't know what I like anymore because the ones that I used to wear, they're not for sale anymore. They've been discontinued. I've picked up a couple of Max Factor ones quite cheaply. You know, when online you can get them on like online stores that do makeup slightly cheaper because they've got them, like they've bulk bought them because they might have changed the packaging slightly, and they've sold them off cheaply so they can just get the new stock out in the new packaging, and that's what happens. So I've got a couple Max Factor ones which I'm not enjoying as much as I thought I would, but they might be just thicker than they're meant to be because they're slightly older, even though they were sealed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I wanted this particular foundation for a little while. So I have a few NYX products. I actually got my best ever one. Well, I did actually do a face full of NYX makeup, I believe, on here like 18 months ago, maybe longer. So I did used to have a full face of NYX makeup, and I don't think I do anymore. But I did end up getting a blush palette which has got either 6 or 8 shades in. And I got it from B&M for £6.99 or £5.99, and it's still for sale for £17.99. And B&M do get quite a bit of NYX products in, but by the time I get there, all the shades that I would have gone basically. So it's always the rubbish shades. So maybe next time I go in, I might able to get something by NYX that is actually a shade I would use. But I've tried all sorts. I used to use the Heidi setting powder. That was my setting powder for a long time. And I've had the mascara, which I didn't love. I've still got one of the eyeliners. I got this blue one that came in an ASOS box, and I've never had the nerve to use a bright blue eyeliner. It's not the 80s, but you know, one day I might use it. I do have like a lip paint thing. I might even have a lipstick, I'm not sure. I obviously had a foundation. I can't remember which one I had, but I must have had one to do the face full of makeup. I don't know which one it was though. Probably if I saw a picture I'd remember. I don't know if I had a concealer. I think that's the only thing I didn't have was the concealer. But I had the blush palette. I don't know what else. I might have had other products, but I do like NYX, and this is one I've wanted for ages. And then I saw someone using it on YouTube. It might have been Diane Boswell, and she put this on, and then she put a foundation on top of it. So she had the glow underlay, which she said wasn't like heavy enough for a foundation, and then on top of it she put on a L'Oreal True Match, which I also have myself. So I might end up doing that, even though my True Match is the wrong shade. It's a yellow toned, and I meant to get a pink toned. And what happened was the names are so similar. I think I picked up Vanilla Rose, and the shade I meant to have is Rose Vanilla. So yeah, there's that. But I make it work, even though it's too yellow for me. But this is, I think it's porcelain, light porcelain, which looked pink undertoned on the site. But now that looks yellow. I don't know if that's the actual colour of the product, but we'll see when I put it on. I can use pink undertone or a neutral, so it's neutral, I can get away with it, but when it's yellow I can't. But who knows what that is. So I got that in hope I can wear it on its own, but obviously if it's a really sheer coverage like she said it was, I might not be able to wear it, but who knows. And because I've been spending way too much money, I don't know if I've been showing what I've been buying, to be honest, because I've not been showing anything because I'm not in a happy place. I'm really anxious. So even though there was loads of stuff I wanted, there's an eyeshadow palette that they've got, and I've wanted it for ages. It's either £16 or £18, and I'm not willing to pay that. But I keep hoping it'll go on offer for like £10, but I've wanted it for like a year and it still hasn't. With the second product, to go for an eyebrow pencil, because my all-time favourite one has almost run out, and I've been trying. Well, I've tried one new one, which is okay, and then I got another one last week I think, and I used it the other day, and you could tell that I'd coloured more in my eyebrows, because obviously I do them slightly bigger than my eyebrows, and you could see. Whereas when I use different ones, it doesn't show that there's no hair where I'm drawing fake hair. So I don't know how I feel about that one at the moment. I'll give it another go. So I got this one. They did have more expensive ones. This was £5. They had like a £10 one. And I basically should have got that, but I didn't want to spend more than the 15 because I was going to get 2 more items, because I was trying to spend £20, because if you spent £20, I think you got £2 worth of points on your club card. Not your club card points, your advantage card. So that's why I went for this. And I got this in taupe, which is like a dirty blonde colour. So I don't expect much from it, with it being only £5 and they had a £10 one. I feel like the £10 one's going to be amazing. Then I got my favourite concealer. If you've got the NARS concealer, the creamy one, this is basically almost as good as that. It's identical in formulation. It's just the NARS, you'd probably give a 10 out of 10. You'd probably give this a 9 out of 10. This is the one that I've used for years. I always get this shade Fur, and I do under my eyes, and then I go over any spots. I just use it for everything, basically. Then I was looking, because I was trying to get it over 20, and I was a little bit short, because that was $4.19 and it needed to be a makeup product. So I ended up getting a Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in taupe again. It does have a colour sticker on. It won't focus though. And it was reduced to £2 something from £3 something. And I've had Wet n Wild before, because there was once I placed a Boots order, and the freebie was this square Wet n Wild highlighter, and it's a gold colour, and I used it quite a lot when I first got it. And that reminds me, I'm going to find it and try and use it today, so if I remember to film it, I will show it to you. And it was only worth £4.99, because Wet n Wild's not expensive, but it's not a bad quality brand. So I basically got this, and I think that's going to be better than that, even though even at full price that's a lot cheaper than that. So basically that's what I bought, because I'm not obviously going to show you my week, because I've not done anything. I thought I would fill you in with a bit of content. That should have gone up by now. I've just filmed that. My battery's about to die. I need to have a shower and wash my hair, because apparently I have to go to the shop. Don't want to go to the shop, but if I go today I won't need to go for a week. That'd be good. So that is, that's that. And I've got a numb bum. Been to B&M, spent £19.95. I've got the oven on, I've got garlic bread in it. I'm meant to be cooking something on the hob, but I've got all my stuff out, so I'm going to quickly go through this. So I've got 2 of these. These aren't the big ones that I was drinking, do you know, when I was sick. I think they're ½ a litre ones, the ones I was drinking, and these are £3.80. I'm still not 100%, I still have a temperature, don't feel great, so I've got these, maybe one for Saturday, one for Sunday. And I know my cooker's a mess, but I don't have time to clean it before I do this, but I will clean it afterwards. I've got the bicarbonate soda one. I absolutely love it. It's my all-time favourite cleaner. Like, I've not had anything as good as it, or I've had stuff as good, but I use it every time I'm cleaning the surfaces. I'm cleaning stuff that I don't normally clean, because I don't clean that much because I'm ill all the time, or I'm down, I don't feel up to it, but every time I'm in the kitchen I'm spraying something with it. And I wanted the floor cleaner. I really want the floor cleaner, even though I've got a lot of floor cleaner, because I don't clean the floors as often as I should, because I'm always bloody sick. So I saw this at the end of the aisle, and I thought, oh god, I bet they've got none of the bicarb soda, because when I went in last time they didn't have any. So normally with my B&M, once it's been in once, you're lucky to get it again. So then I was like, I should have got 2 of the bicarbs, but I weren't thinking. And actually, when I first got it, I only got one because I didn't know if I'd like it or not. So that's basically the reason why I only got one. So a lot of people said the French soap one's not that great, and it smells funny. And it is lavender, and I'm not the biggest lavender fan at all, unless it's mixed with other things and it drowns out the smell of lavender, but this probably doesn't. So I picked this up because I thought there's probably no bicarb sprays, and it was at the end of the aisle, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. If I don't like it, I don't like it at the end of the day. Then this is the first time my B&M has had this in. Why does it feel like it's got rubbery bits in? I never thought I'd get it. Like, I keep seeing it on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get it, because like I don't even use my other minky. Like one minky stuck behind the radiator in my ensuite, and I've got one that I've never used. But I prefer like the Scrub Buddy from B&M. I haven't seen them for a while. I need to actually get some because mine are getting a bit like thin. Like they just seem to get thinner and thinner. They don't get worn out, they just get thinner. So anyway, I picked it up because it's for bathrooms. I think I'm going to use it in my ensuite because if I use it in the bathroom, that like the main bathroom, that's my dad's, and the only thing I tend to clean is the bath and the tiles next to the bath, and sometimes I'll mop the floor because he just gets it absolutely filthy and doesn't clean it, and eventually I'm like, I'm cleaning it. Cleaned it last Sunday because or Saturday, one of the days, because I'd had enough. So I think I'm just going to have it in my ensuite and have it as mine. That's why I need Scrub Buddies, because I use Scrub Buddies in his bathroom. I'm sure I had a free pack. Oh no, I've used them because there's one in here in use, there's one in my ensuite, and there's one in my first floor caddy, so I need to get some. So I picked one up basically. So I don't typically buy wipes for the house because I don't really use them and it's lazy, and I know it's sometimes quick. Like I do have a pack of the biodegradable ones, I think they're by Dettol, and I got them when they came out months ago, and I've not even a third way through the packet, but I've got them because every now and then it's handy to just grab and wipe and not have to think about rinsing cloths out or whatever. But I've seen these and I've got all the Unwell Breeze products that have come out, so I thought why not just get a packet. But then I got 3 because I thought they're probably never going to be back in again, or if they are, I'm probably never going to see them, or they're just going to sell out. So I've got 3 packs. They're £1. Apparently they're really good. I'm going to give them a go. I'm not like, the thing is I don't want to start using them because then I'll stop using my other products and then I'll just use these when it's not really good for the environment. They're not biodegradable, and I didn't get all 3 packs for me. In fact, I might open a pack and I might not like them, so I might not end up with any of the other packs. So I've needed a garlic crusher for ages. I hate having to chop it up and all that, and I've wanted one for a long time. We hadn't had one for years. Don't know where it went, God knows. And when I was in Marks and Spencer's, I was looking for one, but it was £7. I'm like, I'm not paying £7 for a garlic crusher. So I wasn't even looking, I totally forgot about it. Spotted it, £2.49, and when I was at the checkout, he started laughing when he scanned it, and I thought, is he taking the piss because I don't want to chop up garlic? And he turned the monitor around, and it was asking for ID because you have to be over 18 to buy one. He's like, what the hell? Like, was having a laugh about it. I was like, oh, be careful, I might crush some garlic whilst I'm studying. I was just laughing about it because he said, I've never heard of anything so ridiculous that you have to be over 18 to buy that. He said you could hardly use that as a weapon. Then I got some of them. They're not for me. They're cute though. I get these as treats. You can buy the bottle of it from Tesco, and I think it's like £2.49, and these are like 49p each. So if I remember to go up that aisle, I know my cookers are messed, I'd pick them up. So I've seen these all over Instagram. In fact, I was stood in front of them, didn't notice them, and for some reason I just looked at them, and there was 2, and I've only ever liked the wild rhubarb. I actually have the squirty spray, which I've never used. I bought it because, you know, the method one, I've actually got the method one. I think I've got 2 methods. I think I showed it, yeah, I remember showing it you in a vlog. Anyway, because I remember showing you the method version as well. So I thought I'll get this, but I won't get the other one because I didn't know what the scent was, and even though they have the bottles of it, I didn't want to like walk up to it, smell the bottle and pick it up to get it. And I thought one's enough. Probably won't see them again now I've said that, but I want to give it a go. I'm not doing it until like I might do it on the carpets. I'm going to do it like when I've vacked up and see what it's like. So after I saw the other ones at the end of aisle, I thought, oh, there's not going to be any of them. There was some of them on the shelf in the normal place with some of the French soap ones, with the French soap floor cleaner. But was there a bicarb soda floor cleaner? What the hell it was like? Because no, I'm not going to be able to buy something that I desperately want because I want it more than anything. Like I literally would, like, I would get like 3, but I don't know if the floor cleaner's good, so I'd buy one, and knowing my luck, when I found out it was good, I'd go back and never find it ever again. A lot of people can't understand why these are not in the supermarket, because typically they come out in supermarkets months and months and months before they go in B&M or wherever. So I'm guessing B&M won, like, they must like see who wants them, and whoever wants to buy the most, they'll get them a priority. I think that's sort of how it would work. But yeah, I'm nearly halfway through the other one, which is super fast for me because I rarely do any cleaning with how I'm feeling. So that shows I love it. I was meant to open this an hour and a half ago. I'm going to put it in the freezer for 20 minutes and then I'm going to drink it and be up all night. 3-litre bottle of pop. So that is it, 19.95. I thought that would be £2. I didn't know that was how much that was. Didn't know how much that was. It was £1.49. Anyway, I'm going to cook the rest of my meal because my garlic bread's done. Then I'm going to eat it. Then I'm going to do my food haul. So it's 12:30 at night and I need to show you what I've got, then I can put it all away and then I might go and get changed into something comfy. I mean, I'm not super uncomfortable. I've got on like my fitted, they're not as fitted as they were, well, probably needs washing. The floor needs vacuuming, ignore it. I need to replace these t-shirts because these are what I wear around the house, but they're getting all massively bubbled. You probably can't see, or you can. So are the grey bottoms that I normally wear. They're so bubbled, they're not even comfy to wear. I've got these on. This is what I had on outside the house. This is on. I had an Ivy Park jumper and I was sweating when I got in, so this put on. And then I've got my Air Force One trainers. I want to put my pyjama bottoms on and slippers because I've had enough for today. My dad asked for, by the way, I keep putting this out. It is a burn. It won't focus because it doesn't want to focus. But you're going to keep seeing it. I don't want to like keep pointing out what it is. My dad asked for bacon. I try and get, do you know when it's a flat pack and they're all flat laid? But they're like either £2.50 or £3. And I try and get them on offer, and there was one on offer, but it was smoked bacon. The smell of smoked bacon makes me want to throw up, even though obviously I'm not eating it. And I hate when my dad has smoked bacon. He doesn't mind it. He does prefer this, but if it was up to him, he probably would have smoked bacon more often, but because it makes me want to throw up, he doesn't. And I go to the shop anyway, so. But there weren't any of the other ones on offer, and now they've got a few other brands of bacon in. I was like, is there anything on offer? There was like one that was £4. I'm like, I'm not buying that. It's bacon at the end of the day. I mean, I don't know if there's any difference, because I actually don't like bacon, and I don't like gammon. I'm sorry, I know there's loads of people that love bacon and probably think I've just swore at them, but I just don't like it. Every now and then I crave a ham sandwich and it has to be on white bread, but I can't remember the last time I had that. Anyway, so I just was looking around, and then obviously Tesco do ones like this in these kind of packs. They do a really cheap range there as well, but I would never get in that. So I spotted these, and Dane packed bacon used to be really popular, or there's something about it that I remember, but I don't see this anywhere. I was like, oh, we might like that. I think it was like £2. I'm sure we'll like it. 8% pork. I don't know what the others are. I never actually look. I might look next time I go, to be honest. So yeah, I got him that. Strawberries. I still got some strawberries from the other day. I've had smoothies twice, so if I had it 3 times, I don't know. I can't remember. I'm going to try and have them with almond milk next. I think I've got a bit of coconut milk water left. If not, I'm going straight onto almond milk. I've got some almond milk especially for it. So I've just been doing, my banana is frozen. I did that on purpose because they were big bananas, and I was like, I don't want to throw banana in everyone. I'll end up wasting a bit. I don't want to waste it, so I chopped them up into reasonable sized chunks, so I can have as much or as little banana as I want. The strawberries are in the fridge and the blueberries are in the fridge, but obviously if they get to the point where they start to go a little bit too soft, or they start to go soft and I know I'm not going to eat them quick enough, I will freeze them so I don't waste them. So I picked these up. They don't look like they're going to turn anytime soon, so I did get a little bit of a bargain. I wouldn't have paid £2 for them because the one I got the other day were £2 and they're quite nice. So I was in bed this morning. I think I was awake because my dad keeps waking me up and I don't get any sleep, and I'm absolutely exhausted from lack of sleep. Part of it's because I'm stressed out and anxious. Part of it's because my dad gets up in the middle of the night for 2.5 hours and makes a lot of noise. Then he goes back to bed and I can't get to sleep. And then when I start to fall asleep, he gets up for the day. Then he starts banging around, so I basically can't sleep until he goes to work. And then I have about 3 or 4 hours, and then it's the middle of the afternoon. Then I'm stressed out. So I heard this loud crash sound. I think I was half asleep, half awake. And it sounded like someone had put a brick through the window and loads of pieces of glass had fallen. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? I jumped out of bed, I was ready to press my panic alarm because I thought someone had smashed my window. And then I was freaking out, and then I couldn't hear anything. And I didn't want to set my panic alarm off until I knew, so I went to my phone and looked on the camera and there was no one outside, there was nothing going on. So I slowly walked down the stairs, and when I come in the kitchen, my dad was like quickly trying to brush up some glass off the floor. So he reckons that he'd opened this cupboard. And everything jumped out at him. You can see stuff that's fallen on the floor that he's not bothered to clean. That is typical of my dad. So he reckons all of this stuff jumped out at him and hit the floor. Which, oh God, I hope he's not broke this. Look at him, that's his washing up. This is why I don't like him washing up, which I don't believe. So I was like, well, what did you do? I said, because I put stuff in here and I had the cupboard door open for ages and nothing fell out. And he's like, oh, well, I leant up and reached up there, and he had his dressing gown on, and as he did that, his dressing gown sleeve touched that, and when he pulled back, some stuff nearly fell out again. So I said, well, it wasn't how it was started, it was because of your dressing gown sleeve. He'd done that, the dressing gown sleeve had done that, and then when he'd pulled backwards, tons of stuff fell out. So he basically broke my brand new glass that's got flamingos on. I had a Christmas cup here that was that sort of size and it was white, and it had mince pies on, dressed as spies, and it said mince spies. And I loved that cup, and it weren't cheap, it was like a tenner from Paper Chase, and yeah, I were happy. And he also broke my breakfast dish, which is one of these. As you can tell, this is brand new. Look how clean it is. It'll never be this clean again. And I was like, I can't believe you've done that. You've just done that with your dressing gown. You know, you shouldn't be washing up in your dressing gown. His dressing gown's always filthy and stinks. I make him wash it. The other day, well, about a week and a half ago, I come downstairs and I'm like, oh my God, what's that smell? It smells like something's died. And I'm not exaggerating. It literally smelled like something had died. I'm like, oh my God, what is it? It's like, oh, it might be my dressing gown. I was like, oh my God. And I was breathing through my mouth because the smell was so vile. I thought something had died and been dead about 2 weeks. And he's done this before where his dressing gown stinks like that. And I'll go into his living room while he's sat there and I'm like, oh my God, what's that smell? And he always tries to blame the dog. Even though, yes, she does smell at the moment and she badly needs a bath and she's going to hate me when I do it. But she never stinks like that. It's always like something's died. And what he's doing is he's coming home from work and he'll keep half of his work clothes on and he'll put his dressing gown on. He might take his shirt off. And then because he doesn't bath or shower often, he always smells of sweat. So he's getting sweat on the dressing gown, or he's sat in it and he starts sweating, and then he'll go to bed and then he'll get up and he'll put it on, and then he just like gets sweat on everything. So he'll wear that dressing gown for a month or 2 months, covering it in sweat and dirt all the time. So obviously eventually it smells like something's gone off. And I'm like, this is like the 3rd or 4th time in, you know, the last 4 or 5 months where I'm like, you need to wash that. And he gets annoyed at me, oh, I'll wash it tomorrow. And then the next day you'll see him wearing it. I'm like, oh my God, I can smell it. He just doesn't care. So I'm like, stop wearing your dressing gown because it's probably full of bloody bacteria because you don't bloody wash it. And he's bloody smashed my favourite stuff. Luckily, I knew this was still for sale. It's £3.50, but this is what I have my breakfast out. It's the right size. I can get Weetabix in it. I can get all sorts in it. And if I've got a dessert, which I haven't had in ages, but if I have desserts, this is the perfect size. You can tell it's brand new. It's amazing. So I'm thinking of getting a spare one and keeping it out of the kitchen because I'd be devastated if they stopped selling this because I absolutely love it. It's not a light dish, so that's what I ended up getting. Pancake mix, because every pancake mix has got powdered egg in, which I can't have, and then the ones online are super expensive, even on Amazon. So I always go in the freeform section because I get bits and pieces. I try new things all the time. If there's something on special offer, I try it. It's because obviously a lot of the stuff in the freeform section is expensive. So I got this, and I'm gonna use half a tap each time, because I don't wanna. They're just gonna be like, it's gonna be too much. So it tells you the version with egg and the version not with egg. So I'm gonna do it with 1 banana and almond milk. And that's pancake day on Tuesday, or 2 days ago when you're seeing this, if I've got this up on time, because you never know with me, I've still not got the last one up. But yeah, this was like $2.50 on offer, so I got that. So last time I got these, I got them in B&M, but when I was in B&M, they were messing around on the aisle, you know, the shop workers. It turns out they were doing the stock takes due, and they were, well, apparently they were working. I went to go and get a mascara that I've been using. I think I've mentioned it earlier. If I didn't, it's the Maybelline Lash Drama, whatever, in the pink and red tube, and it's absolutely amazing. And mine's like getting super low, like the second one, because I've had one. I'm on my second one. I wanted a third one, but they were all messing around on there, and I was going to get them. And then I was in Tesco, and these went off for £1.50 a pack. Or was it £2 a pack? Or £2 a pack, or 2 for £3, which it would be in B&M, because I think they're like £1.46 or something, so it's slightly cheaper. But I would have only got one in B&M, but to get the offer, I picked up 2. I do prefer razor blades, but I can't afford them. I've been spending way too much money. I've not got any money for myself. I keep buying stuff. I need to stop, so I'm on cheap ones. And I was trying to get shaving gel, and I would have got it in B&M because I think it's about £2.50 or £2, but it's full price in Tesco, which means I need to try and get it elsewhere because mine's super low. I try and get as much stuff as I can on offer. So I had the Asda one. I actually had a bit of it tonight. There's a bit. Is there any left? I don't know. Anyway, so I got this one, like 36p. I might end up freezing this because I need to try and cut down on my bread intake. I'm having too much bread. I'm having bloody toast. I'm having bloody bread buns, like one there. I'm having bloody wraps. I'm having bloody pittas. I'm having too much, so I need to stop it. Pick these up for my dad. He didn't ask for them, but he likes them, and I only get them when they're on offer for £1 instead of £1.50. I got into chicken breast fillets. I got in. See, these were expensive. They're like £1.36 or something. Now and then, I think they've been on offer twice for £1, but it goes through 2 to 3 boxes a week, if not more. So I'm going to see if I can get like a box of 20 for £20 on Amazon. I'm going to see, because it saves money. I did get the more expensive paracetamol because I just prefer the capsules. So I highly rate this. Mine's run out. I've got my Dr. Organics one, which I tried for the first time today, but this is super light. And I think I've had about 6 or 7 now. It's on offer for £2.50 at the moment if you want to pick one up. If it's still on offer next time I go in, I'll obviously buy another one. But I do rate it. I'm not 100% keen on the scent, but it's the only scent they do. They do 2 bubble baths, and they're both on offer, but I've got a load of bubble bath, and I might get it next time it's on offer. And there's one more thing, I can't remember what it is that's on offer, but I do rate this. It's really good. I use it on my body, obviously. She has one of these once a week. Sometimes she doesn't. I need to see how much food she's got. I need to work out if she's got enough for the weekend. So she's got a scoop in a dish, but I'll guarantee she'll eat that in the middle of the night when we're in bed. I mean, not that I go to bed till about 6 in the morning or 8. Has she got enough to last her 2 days? It's hard to tell. I'm trying to not mess around with it because she's only just outside the kitchen. But I need to work it out before I go to bed, because I'm going to get my dad to get one in the morning. I can't remember where I was up to because I just had to rush out to the toilet. But I'm pretty sure I've talked about the bananas. I don't think I talked about the carrots. So I got 3 loose carrots instead of getting a bag, because the bags are always massive and they take ages to get through, and I know it's probably cheaper. But at least when you're picking carrots, you can pick really decent ones and you can get different sizes. So I got 3 carrots. Then I got a bag of the red Mia Farm potatoes. I was trying to get Tesco's Finest, but they were like £1.50, and I was like, I couldn't see any of the potatoes. I just saw the front of the pack, and I thought it was the big potatoes, and I was like, oh no, they were little potatoes. They were 75p, so they were half the price, and they look good. So yeah, I saved a bit of money there. I did spend more money on the Brussels sprouts though, because they're like £1.20, whereas you can get a big bag of unprepared ones for 70p or something, but that bag's too big, so that's why I got them. I got 2 of the 2 litre bottles of Pepsi Max, the other ones down there. I'm not putting them all out. I got him a 3 litre one from B&M, and I got him 3 litres 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I can't remember, so he's got enough. So these weren't on offer in Asda the other day, they weren't offering Tesco, and I was like, I don't know what to do, because they're like £2.50 a pack now. I think for 7, and that's a lot, because she does have other stuff, and I am trying to cut down a little bit here and there. Like, I might save 10p on one thing and 50p on another thing and £1 on something. It adds up over the years. So I spotted these, all the boxes were on offer for £5, even the next size up, and it said you save £3.50. When I looked at the prices, you actually do, you save £3.50 based on what it would cost for 1 pack of 3, and they're all individual packs. You get them in the packs that you get if you buy them off the shelf. She did actually sniff them out, so she has had one, because she was stood next to the bag and wouldn't move, so she knew they were in there. I've said this a lot of times, she does have one that is smaller than what she would have normally. She normally has the next size up, because she's older, and she has a problem with chewing things. There's something like, she's either got an overbite or an underbite, there's something going on. So to make her life a little easier, I did swap in the last 6 months or longer to the smaller size to make her life easier. She is about 40 kilograms, so, but she does have another treat a day anyway, so it's not like she's missing out on something. And it does help with her teeth, so she's never had any problems with her teeth. They seem to be healthy, she seems to be fine. So this is my favourite drink. I love this stuff. I got it a few weeks ago, because I've not really been in Tesco. I don't really go as much, because I don't really leave the house much because of my anxiety. This is on offer for £2, but obviously it's not going to be around for a long time, because as you can see, it's seasonal. I'm hoping I go in one day and it's on offer for £1, because I'll probably get 10 bottles if there were 10 bottles, because I do like it a lot. I've picked up 3 of these. I got 5 the other day. I've still got 3 left, and so I've got enough. I've got 2 of the unsweetened almond milks. They're for cereal. Also, I'm going to be making a pancake mix with unsweetened. I used to prefer sweetened, and then a few weeks ago I had sweetened after having unsweetened the last 2 times. I was like, this is too sweet, so I've gone back onto this unsweetened, which is lucky, because Tesco don't seem to do the sweetened Alpro, unless sometimes they do an offer and they do bring the sweetened in. I don't know why I'm stroking it. So they're on offer for £1 in Asda the other week, but normally I don't have almond milk unless it's on offer. Like some of the other brands, when they're on offer, I'll get the almond milk, but normally I stick to soy milk because it's £1.40, and almond milk's £1.80, and over a year, like 52 times 40p. I'm not even going to try and work that out at this time of night, but it is a saving. Sometimes I'll have 2 a week, it depends on what I'm having to eat. So, you know, I do save by having soy milk. Last year I barely had any almond milk until towards the end of the year, when it was on offer a few times in a few places. But I've had it quite a lot this year so far. I know we're not in March yet. When this video goes up, hopefully it goes up on time. We're like a couple of days away from March. And I got soy light for teas, drinking tea, like as in the drink, because normal soy milk seems too creamy. In fact, this is still quite creamy. So that is everything I've got. I also got a 9-pack of Tesco's quilted toilet roll, and a bottle of bleach. I don't know if I showed the bleach, because I needed a bleach and I forgot to get a bleach for me, but there was a bottle of bleach out, but I've put that on the stairs. And there was something else. Oh, a 6-pack of 1.5 litre bottles of Highland Spring water, and all that came to £50 and 91p. I need to put everything away, I'm knackered. It's 1 in the morning.